Hey traders, how you doing? Tom Willard here with the midweek up. Well, actually not midweek. I guess it's the beginning of the week update. Usually I do these videos later in the week, but there's just a lot going on. It's been a very lucrative and fantastic trading environment, and so I want to give you some updates on what's going on here. First off, just look at the SPYs and the Qs. SPYs here, as I talked, really an untradeable chart on the if you're a technical trader. Really hideous looking chart patterns, but you can see an overall resistance area here in the 213 area, and support here at 208, but then it came down here and tested 204, then went right back up near the highs and has come now viciously right back down toward 207. Still got about $3 or $4 to go. You'll see here on the weekly chart, it isn't trading in a banded range here, right? Between 204 and it's about 214. It's been doing that since pretty much since about February, right? First month here in January, we kind of wallowed below here in this really wide and whippy range here on the weekly chart toward the end of 2014, and now we've just been kind of grinding along here. So things are looking fine from a strength perspective, considering all the bad headlines. But again, we are in a very, very long uptrend over many years, and at some point we're going to get a very, very deep correction. Now, one could argue, well, look at this correction here in October of 2014, and it was very deep and very vicious. And as you know, this move down here in late June, early July had people wringing their hands, of course, with the Greek thing and the China thing going on. There's a lot of nervousness, but as I pointed out in my last video, in the grand scheme of things, it was nothing. It was a blip. And sure enough, we made a nice move right back up. But when you move back up aggressively into resistance like this, you shouldn't be buying. Just like right now, we moved aggressively back down, you shouldn't be shorting. Okay, you're too late. If anything, look to buy support on stronger stocks. So I'm going to share some ideas here. And they're not necessarily stronger. Like I said, dead cat. There's a number of dead cat ones here. And I'll throw some ideas out for you guys to watch tomorrow, as well as going forward. Day trading, obviously, to me is safer because you're in and out. If you have a plan, a tight stop, good reward for your risk, take a shot at those day trades. Some of these are so dead cat bouncy, you could hold them for a couple days. But again, if you don't know what you're doing, don't trade. Just watch what I'm talking about and learn. And as you learn and gain more experience, then you can put money on the line. Don't be in a rush to put money on the line, because if you do, chances are, without any sort of proven method, you may have some winning trades, but don't be fooled. In the long run, you will probably lose money. Okay, I don't know for sure, but just from my experience, that is what I found most students and people that are learning tend to have happen to them when they don't have a crisp, clean plan. So let's get to some ideas. Okay, I got two words. Holy smoke! Look at this thing getting crushed. I mean, it's not funny if you're long in this name, but FCX um, um, has just been crushed. You can see that it came down here a little bit, it moved to the moving averages, tried to break higher, and then fell apart, broke below the lows, based again, broke down. Now look at the volume on the daily chart. Look at how much higher it is. Look at how we've come straight down. Look at how we've come down here today and made a new low at the end of the day, but then volume really hit highs as we tried to green bar out here on a bottoming tail. This one has got dead cat bounce as a day trade written all over it. Now again, this thing could open at 9 tomorrow and go to 7 and never have a pop. Okay, so you can't read my lips because you can't see me, but what I'm saying is look for what you're looking for. What I'd like to see is a flat open. Okay, maybe an attempt to go lower first, taking out this low and then turning right around, okay? Or a solid gap up here to the 1250, 1260. That would also warrant some shock and give you some upside potential. But this one is Miss Butterworth fine to watch as a long idea tomorrow. As well, a multiple day pop, possibly, but with the sensitivity and the general beatdown that these mining stocks have had is very risky. I'd say take the high odds trade intraday on a 2-minute, 5-minute chart. You're in and out for 20 minutes and you make 3, 4, 5 times your risk depending on if the setup happens and if it does what you want it to do. But look for it, and I think you could possibly find something nice on FCX tomorrow. And if not tomorrow, then of course watch it throughout the week. If this thing has another down day like today, say it opens flat and goes down in massive volume, great. Watch it for the next day. You never know. Without a crystal ball, you never know. I never know. What's going to happen the next day. But this one warrants a watch if you know what you're doing on the intraday, smaller time frame, bounce. I mean, this excites me. You look at this, crushed. Look at the volume pickup. Look at how extended it is from the moving averages. Okay, weekly's crushed. This one, look at the end of the day, very much like the last one we just looked at, right? Watch it for a bounce, period, end of story. But again, I want to repeat, if you don't know what you're doing, watch only. Do not trade it, okay? This is another hot one. Okay, watch this for a bounce tomorrow, if not tomorrow, during the next few days, depending on what happens. This would even be greater if we get another red bar down with even more volume. Holy smoke, then it gets even more attractive. But right now, it's looking like it's getting pretty ripe for a bounce play long on the intraday side. Now, I've got a number of other dead cat bounces and ideas, and I share those in my other paid-for videos, and I'm not going to do one. I'll probably do one this Friday, maybe, if I get around to it. This is one out there. Everyone, I just kind of want to give you a taste of what I do here. So there's a couple of dead cats. This one is looking beautiful for a bounce. This one, in a sense, you can see it got crushed over the last three days. Today, it bounced off the low. It gapped down, came up. Look at the volume here on the 60-minute chart. Very nice. Got some smooth move down. You got some ability to move up. Showed some strength here. Overall, I like this as a long idea tomorrow. Okay, watch this. This is definitely one worth watching. Okay, so I'll just cover those three for today in this video to give you an idea of what I watch. But there's some fantastic ideas out there, guys. So again, watch the other videos, learn, continue to watch, gain experience, put together your method. I've got the training, the 10 trading, the TA course series you can watch free on my YouTube channel here. So check them out, and good trading to you. Keep up the great work for those of you guys that have been doing well, watching these ideas and the ideas that I share with you guys. And again, I'll look to do a more robust scanning video possibly this Friday to give you guys over the weekend a review for trading the following week. All right, guys, have a great trading week. Talk to you soon.